My name is Hassan Sorrells, and this is the Leadership Lessons from the Great Books podcast shorts. There's no co-host on these shorts episodes. These are now around 2 to 4 minute, sometimes as long as 6 to 10 minute observations, ideas, thoughts, or rants about the literature, philosophy, psychology, and even the theology of leadership. Because listening to me talk about leadership for now around 2 to 4 minutes is still better than reading and trying to understand yet another business book. Even that business book your coworker won't stop raving about because it quote-unquote changed their life, but you can't see any difference in their leadership behavior. So how good could that author be? What are we doing here? This question is typically answered by a vision statement. Vision statements lay out the invaluable principles, as well as part of the strategic approach, to solving the problem of teams in the human world. Going back to the book of Proverbs, in that hoary old book, the Bible, where Solomon noted that blind groups of people without vision perish, the statements that seek to be directional and narrow, vision statements, run the risk of becoming directionless and all-encompassing. This is because human beings see too much. Biologically speaking, because our field of vision is almost 180 degrees, literally from one side of our heads to another, we can scan the horizon for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Literally, we can see nothing at all, while seeing everything everywhere all at once. Narrowing the focus of human beings, whether they are at work or at home, requires someone, a leader usually, to perceive what lies in the clouds of possibility and what lies in the dirt of reality. The primary job of the best leaders, statesmen really, is to articulate a vision in compelling language with emotional clarity, and then to fix their focus, flint-like, towards wrangling human beings who can see just as much as them towards accomplishing the vision. That's the answer to the question of, what are we doing here? And well, that's it for me. Thank you for listening to the Leadership Lessons from the Great Books podcast today. And now that you've made it this far, you should subscribe to the audio version of this show on all the major podcast players, including Apple iTunes, Spotify, YouTube Music, and everywhere else where podcasts are available. There's also a video version of our podcast on our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe to the video version of this podcast on the Leadership Toolbox channel on YouTube. Just search for Leadership Toolbox and hit the subscribe button there on YouTube. And while you're doing that, leave a 5-star review if you like what we're doing here on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Just go below the player and hit 5 stars. We need those reviews to grow, and it's the easiest way to help grow this show. And tell all your friends, of course, in leadership. By the way, if you don't like what we're doing here, well, you can always listen to another leadership show. There are several other good ones out there. At least that's what I've heard. All right. Well, that's it for me.